All right, guys, welcome back to the Raul Blaze Show here on Streaming Hub Radio, your #1 online platform in South Florida. And I'm here with my second guest of the day, Miss Spiky, but her current name is Christine Malvasio. Am I correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, awesome. So tell me about Christine. Who is Christine?
Oh, that's a very complicated question. You want to know about Christine or Spiky?
Tell me a little bit about Christine first, and you tell me about Spiky.
All right, Christine's pretty boring.
Oh, she's boring?
She's the business side, very serious, very focused.
Okay.
Get things done, perfectionist. And Spiky's the creative, free-flowing, have a great time, smoke weed. Can I say that?
yes, you can say that. That's fine, because we all have our serious, our business side on our fun side, right? And it says here that you're the CEO and the founder of New Kingdom Production.
Correct.
Yes, tell me something about New Kingdom Production. What's that all about?
Well, we have a record label, New Kingdom Records, and I'm a partner with both Marley Waters and Nate Walker, and we have a publishing company, and we partner a lot with Monty with Royalty and Respect on the management side of things.
Oh, that's awesome. And when did this all start?
Oh gosh, Monty and I have known each other probably for 12, 13 years. Same with Nate and Marley, and we just kind of always did some collaborations throughout, you know, our times, and celebrated our different successes together, and ended up traveling and having a lot of fun and becoming very good friends. And so we've gone through lots of the up and downs together in the industry, from good to bad. So we finally all are at a whole nother level, and we're like, you know what, like, we've lasted all this time. I think we should, you know, pull all of our forces together now and really make a stamp.
And have you yourself ever been involved in like recording? Have you ever sung before, or rapped, or DJ or anything?
Oh no.
You're more
you do not want to hear me do that. Although I have TC, they call him. He's an unbelievable vocalist, and I always say, you have to teach me how to sing. You have to teach me how to sing, but so far we haven't done it. I'm a little scared he might never be my friend again.
Well, we all maybe whenever you partake in the spiky part, when you smoke, maybe the inner voice comes out, right?
Oh, maybe.
I know New Kingdom Productions consists of a few things. What are some of the things that it consists of?
We also do administration.
Okay.
And we have a distribution company as well.
Okay.
So we provide those services to independent artists that want to, you know, have some kind of format and layout, and be assured that whatever they are doing, it's at least put into the systems correctly, so that they can generate some kind of revenue. Because even if it's a little bit, why would you not want to put it in there to create your legacy, your catalog, and eventually your 401k plan? So a little of a lot can add up over 10, 20 years. And that's what I try to tell everybody. I've had so many people say, oh, you know, I have like put out 95 songs and I've never seen a penny. It's like, what?
Wow. Yes.
Like 95 songs, and then we pulled all their catalog together. We get it all in, and, you know, they get a little, I mean, not like millions of dollars, but you know, they might have $15,000-$20,000 that they got, that when they pulled it all together and collected up to only 5 years back, it really helps them a lot. And then they realize, oh, you know.
And a lot of young artists and independent artists, they get into the business and they just do music without doing all of the business part. How important is it for this kind of representation for artists?
Especially in the beginning, because if you start out right, then you don't have to go back. You know, and that's cleaning up and doing all the back work. I mean, sometimes, I've taken as long as like 2 years to clear up just a catalog of 65 older songs, because some are with Pitbull, Gloria Estefan. There's a lot of politics there. You have to deal with the majors, and you know, they don't want to give all that money. They're hoping you don't come for it.
But they just want to use it without
and
paying.
they make it very hard to get a hold of them to get the money. It's not like, you know, you call and, oh yeah, here you go.
It's not that easy. No, and it says you are a gold and double platinum winning publisher and 2014's BMI's Writer of the Year. First of all, congrats on that. That's amazing.
Thank you.
And tell me about those two experiences.
That was with a producer that was signed to me, Knucklehead, and he produced the track for August Alsina, I Love This Shit, in which I participated in the sessions and some of the things that happened during that time. So I was awarded some credits on that as well.
Wow. And you write clearly. You write songs, right?
I mean, I collaborate and give inspiration and create the vibe, but I don't think I put all 5 words together.
Okay. This line is gonna be. Let me put in this line. Okay.
Or I'll say something stupid, or we go out and we're in the Maybach, and the next song that comes out is in the back seat, or the house has an elevator in the lobby, because when they come in the house at the townhouse, it's got an elevator, so it's when we pull everybody together and we do these writing camps, we always pick inspirational places, and we always try to bring in different kinds of foods and lighting and everything, because it creates a whole vibe for the team to create some really special music, because it's really about the vibe, the creation, and how everybody's just feeling in the room. So that's my good part.
That is a good part. And like, what genre of music do you do not specialize in any part?
No, I mean, I started like with the hip hop with I Love This Shit and August Alsina. Then I moved into learning more about the reggae, and the Professor was the artist that I worked with for a couple of years on that. Then I was working more with like Marley, and we were getting into more hip hop, but some of the reggae. But then we were going into Brazil, and then we started doing some stuff with some artists in Brazil, and we have a song actually releasing in April that we did several years ago that we're finally like gonna put out. And then now Monty and I are working with Fee, who Afrobeat. We did Afrobeat, which I know you want to talk about later.
Yes.
And that was a big struggle for us, because that project is over a year old, and this is the year now where everybody's saying Afrobeat, and everybody thought I was crazy. Why are you putting all this time into an Afrobeat project? And I'm like, because I can see where it's going.
It is.
And Anna Piano's next.
Oh my gosh! Because right now Afrobeat is, because I think people love music, but I think music is finally going back to the part where people want to dance again. And Afrobeat, when Afrobeat comes on, you are compelled by the beats to dance. And so your role, apart from being when it comes to independent artists, you kind of connect the artists with the people who need to hear their music. Like, so you connect. So I'm an independent artist. I have this song, but I need it to go to the right ears, right?
Right. You playlisting.
Yes.
You want it on the playlist on the streaming platforms.
Yeah. Is it a difficult process? Is it a difficult process to?
Yeah, because I mean, there's a million singles uploaded a day on Spotify and in some of these platforms. So it's like, how do you differentiate yourself? So I mean, it's a logarithm. It's all computer now. It's really not the music. I mean, if it's good music, it's good music. End of story, right? So now we don't know how good what's going to happen to that good music. Can it become double platinum? Can it go gold? Can nothing happen to it? It's all about now, okay, how many people can you get to listen to this good music? And then you have a hit.
Yes.
So, and it's very difficult to decide which one of those songs are. So you don't want to decide. You just put them out. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
Put them out every week, every month, consistently, because if you're not putting your music out consistently, then you will become one single every 6 months. You just have 6 million more people that put music out.
Yes.
So, but if every single month you're putting something out, then every single month Spotify recognize that, the logarithms recognize that, they start understanding who you are as an artist contributing to their platform. Then they know how to direct you and what playlist to then put you into. But if you're only putting out a few songs, you're not giving the logarithms enough chance to figure you out, because the volume that's coming in is so substantial that you have to put a lot in than you ever did before. So that's the key. Release, release, release. And then as your catalog grows on the Spotify releases, now they got more to listen to. So they're going to stay on your page, and it's going to go to the next one and the next one. And then you can slowly see all those streams going up and up and up as you release, because you can watch the numbers now. It's an analytical game.
Guys, you see, I one thing I love about the show, I learn so much, because there's a process behind everything. And if you're just joining us, guys, we're talking with the Spiky. I love that name, by the way. And we're talking about artist management and the importance of releasing your music, because if you don't release your music, who's gonna hear it? If you're on Instagram, please share this live with your friends and family. Instagram. If you're on YouTube, Yeah, share the link with your friends also. And if you're on the app, big up on yourself. I see people here from France, Trinidad, and I want to say Bermuda. We're gonna go for a break, guys, and when we come back, we'll continue this interview. Okay, so do not go anywhere. Stay tuned. All right, guys, welcome back to the Raw Blaze show. I'm your host, Raw Blaze, and I'm here with the wonderful Spiky, bringing us through the whole process. I'm also taking notes because, yes, guys, I'm gonna release my song. You know, yeah, I do comedy, of course. I choreograph. You know, as a choreographer and an actor, but of course, you know, I have other talents you guys don't know. Let me see. So, wow, a million. So from France. Larry Martin from France says, I love Afrobeat, and he was saying, wow, 1 million songs uploaded a day. That's crazy. And O'Neill from Bermuda says, how much music I should release a month? You
know, that's the beauty of how music is today. There's really no rule. I've been doing one a month for the artist, but I really am considering, you know, we're mixing the full project now so that I'll have all 8, and we're going to try now and see how the numbers are when we do one every other week. So, you know, I mean, these are the things I've learned by watching numbers and being analytical. I mean, I was a math major, computer science. So all of these, you know, I finally realized that there is some analytics attached to music now, only because of technology and all the different streaming platforms and all the different pieces that now allow you to calculate these things. So up until just the last couple of years, this information really wasn't available to an artist or to a manager, only to the major labels. So they have these big reporting systems. So now, you know, I have access to those same things, plus all the other things. So then, being a mathematical, analytical kind of person from my college training, it felt so natural to then dive into that. And then I'm like, oh, wait, now I can make decisions based on fact. So me personally I mean, like, we've done the once a month, we proved it to be successful, and now we're using it. But now I'm like, can I be more successful doing one every? So I'm still working on it too. Math, I know one a month works. I'm thinking one every other week is probably going to be even crazier. And if you have one to put out a week every week, from the numbers and the way I see things, I think the more you put them out, the more the better it is. As long as it's quality, they're mixed right, it's all professional, and you have the team that can put them in and get it all right. Like, you don't want to release that much and have it all a mess. Exactly. You got to have your streaming platform set up. You know, you need all the things to map right. There's a lot of process to have as a foundation before you test that. Yeah, awesome, man. And Christopher Summers from Jamaica is saying thank you. And he's the one who asked about, I have a question. I have 2 albums to release. How can I get a good music distribution company? As you said before, you're talking about singles, right? Yeah, it's best to release singles off of the album, and then once you have most of the singles released and there's a couple not, then put out the project, because then when the project comes out, all the streams you got from each single being released will add and calculate. So if each one of those singles add up to 300,000, when the album comes out, it's going to have 300,000 streams. Already. Because they pull those all together into the album. And then the last 2, they're going to skip the ones, because who's going to go listen to a whole album anyways from start to finish? I mean, let's face it, if you're an independent artist, you're not like Led Zeppelin or, you know, P. Diddy, where like you know, you're going to listen to everything. So if you're a new person, you're lucky they get through 3 of yours. So now they've already listened to the first 6, so they're going to go right to the 2nd, 7th, and 8th, or you put the 7th and 8th, 1st and 2nd. You know, you get creative of how you list them in the thing. So you got to think of those things. You got to think of what you do when you go to Spotify or Deezer or one of those things, and how do you select your music, and then make sure that when you're putting yours out there, it meets the criteria so those people can find it like you find it. Because if you don't think like that, you have to think like as a person who creates music, you have to think like the person who consumes music. Wow, that's, you see, you hear that, guys? So because even me, whenever I'm posting my videos on my platforms, the analytical tools are there. As in the past, they weren't there, but you can go and see the day, the time, the number, the demographic, and all this. Absolutely. You should, you know, have an account when you're doing this. And every artist should have an artist page, their artist page on those profiles, because within there you can build your fan base. and you can see your analytics. So I mean, everyone on your team might say, "Oh my God, that's the smash! That's the best one," and it could be the worst one you've ever put out. You never know.
Yes,
that's why put them out.
Yes. I think we're having a caller. Let me see who. Hold on. Hello, caller. Hold on. Hello. Caller, are you there? All right, you can call back, guys. The number to call is 954-289-8589, 954-289-8589, extension 203. Again, 954-289-8589, extension 203. And if you're calling from outside North America, you can call us on WhatsApp, of course, on +91 954-621-3660. I'm going to try to get my call again. Hello, caller.
Yo.
Yes, who am I speaking with?
Man, you tell that lady sitting behind there with you in that interview, she's the best mentor, best manager, best label owner on the planet.
Okay,
somebody ain't lying.
Hold on, I'm gonna put you on air now. Okay, so hold on. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I can. Yes. Hello, caller. Who am I speaking with?
This is Jeremy Allen Jones.
Okay, and where are you calling from, Jeremy Allen Jones?
Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yes, and thank you. And what did you want to say?
I just want to say that the woman Spiky that you're interviewing is the best mentor, the best manager, the best delegator, and the best label owner that I've ever met in my life. She's wonderful. She knows exactly what she's talking about. I'm proof that it works.
Wow. You want to say something to him, Spiky?
Oh, you're so sweet. You're embarrassing me.
I love you, Spiky.
That's awesome. When Spiky, when you do something and people appreciate you, that shows how good you are.
That's why I do. I love that's my motivation. Just like really having people love what they're doing and feel safe doing it.
Yes.
And know that what needs to be done is going to be done, and we're going to make it. know, like that.
Wow.
That feels good to know that. That's nice.
So you're based in Arkansas, right?
I'm based in Arkansas. Yeah, I'm with New Kingdom Records.
Okay, and do you have any projects out now? Are you working on any new projects?
We are. Spiky's pushing me. She's pushing me hard.
Okay, and
yeah, I'm working on quite a bit of stuff.
Okay, and before she leaves, I'm gonna ask her to share some of that with me. Okay, so I can listen to them. Okay.
Yeah. Sure. Y'all have a good time. Great interview. I'm watching.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah,
Bye.
You too. Bye. Wow, you see, see, that's what happens. You see, you got her all teary-eyed and everything. It's good. It's when you help. It's good to help people because first of all, there's so many artists who are doing music and they've never earned anything from it, but the music is being listened to, right? People are listening to the music, but they haven't earned a penny. And there are even some artists are in Jamaica from a long time back. Some foundation artists, and when I see them, I can see that they aren't getting royalties from the big hits they didn't have in the 90s. Well,
yeah, that was, and it was really in Jamaica. It was really bad because. Wow. Well, there was a couple big producers that came out of that and would do a lot of projects with these artists. Mine, one of them, and never pay out any of the mechanicals or any of that. So it's happened a lot with a couple of big people there. So it's kind of sad.
Wow. And no, tell us a little bit about Afrobeat. What is going on with Afrobeat right now in your
Afrobeat is. I mean, I think.
Can you come closer to the mic? Yes, she's tiny, guys. So I'm trying to move it around so she gets with the mic.
I had to lift the chair like way up.
Yes.
Afrobeat is. I mean, I'm surprised with what the billboards are saying and all that. And that's a little crazy, but it's just a great feel, move. You can just feel it's still really linked to the culture.
Yes.
And it's real, like, and it just has its own groove.
Yes.
And then, some of the subgenres of that, like On a Piano has such a jazz feel mixed in and a little R&B. So it's very fusionish, so it relates to a lot of different moods and vibes and cultures. And I think it's just, I'm happy to see that it's really doing what it's doing because I loved it.
Yes. And now when was the first time you listened to Afrobeat? When was the first time you heard the what is now called Afrobeat? Was the first time you heard
I mean,
the genre?
like WizKid goes back what to like 2012. So, yeah,
Yes,
so like
yes,
yeah, like
yes,
so he
yes.
was always my favorite.
Yes,
So I
he's
think
awesome.
since him like 2012. Kinda,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
But then finally, you know, had this opportunity to work with Bass Hall and Amsterdam with John FX, a big
Yes.
producer, and my artist fee, and we did a collaboration with Afrobeat, and it was just like so much fun, you know.
Well, and you have one of your artists coming, right?
Monty's actually coming, yeah.
Yes, and so guys, so even for some of you who are listening to me, you know, my Zumba classes and my private classes, Afrobeat has to be a part of it. You know, I incorporate soca, dancehall, and Afrobeat because that's the kind of music that makes you that makes you move, you know.
Yeah,
and apart
especially
from
the hips.
the hip, that's the most important part of it. So before we go for a quick break, what are some other artists you've worked with or you're working with right now, or we should be looking out for?
Well, definitely Fee. He's going to be a big one in the next project when we release. We'll take it to the next level of that genre, and a lot of EDM projects I work with. So there's a nice one coming out from Lucky Charms from Amsterdam.
Okay.
And the professor, he's always got surprises coming out. So who knows what he's going to send me. Wow. And we have a new artist, Casanova, Lord King Casanova the 7th, actually. So he's got some cool hip hop stuff. And Marley, we had On a Piano song come out, Mother Nature, with John FX producing it. So that was great. So we have, just a lot of different, and then Jeremy with country, and he has a remix that John just did, John FX, Somebody Lied, out right now. So we even have a strong country R&B voice too. So we have a great mixture of different talents.
Guys, you see, and
we're going to start collaborating. So you're going to start to hear a lot of fusion now of all these different things.
Yes, I can just imagine the fusion of all these genres together, guys. Of course, I'm here talking to Spiky here on the Raul Blaze Show. If you're just joining me, usually I go till at 7, but I'm gonna go 15 minutes more because I'm gonna have another guest. So stay tuned. Do not go anywhere, guys. I'm gonna come back after this break and continue this wonderful conversation, because guess what? I am also learning, because I have this song in my head. It's like a dembow song, guys, because you know I speak fluent Spanish. So this is gonna be a dembow song. Listen for it, okay? If you're watching right now, share this live with your friends and family, because we'll be right back here on the Raul Blaze Show. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Let's get it crunkin'. All right, guys, welcome back to the Raul Blaze Show. I am Raul Blaze, the host with the most. The most what? I don't know. But you're here with me, and I'm here with Spiky, CEO and founder of. Let me get. Oh, you see the host with the most forgetfulness. New Kingdom Productions, and we're talking about music, of course. And I have some questions coming in. I'm gonna just put them to Spiky here. From Tony from Jamaica said he really appreciates information that you're giving out. And Yankee, New Jersey says, Yankee, New Jersey. Good evening, Raul Blaze. Does she do music distribution?
We provide all those services, yes.
Yes, and at the end, guys, I'm gonna give her information so you can reach out to her. So yes, and he says working on my artist new album, looking for distribution. So we're gonna have I'm gonna share information when we're done. So don't go anywhere. All right, respect, boss. Yes, you can take that chair over there. So our guest is here now, so we're gonna continue the conversation. We have Jamaica, we have France, we have Bermuda, where else? We have Trinidad and Tobago, UK, Atlanta, Florida, of course. You see, to all my Florida people, please don't feel left out. Not because you're here. Sometimes I overlook you guys because you're here, but I respect you guys. So give me a second. I'm gonna just play a tune, and I'll be right back. Okay? Do not go anywhere.
Yes, sir. Don't need no hateration, holleration. In this dance, so let's get it percolating. Why you waiting? So just dance for me. Let's get it crunk up on that fun up on the. In this dance, so we got y'all open. Now you floating, so you got to dance for me. Don't need no hateration, holleration. In this dance, so let's get it percolating. Why you waiting? So just dance for me. Let's get it crunk up on that fun up on the. In this dance, so we got y'all open. Now you floating, so you got to dance for me. Don't need no hateration, let me lay on the line. I got a little freakiness inside. Can't you know that the man has got to deal with it? I don't care what they say. I'm not about to pay nobody's way. Cause it's all about the dog in me. I want a freak in the morning, a freak in the evening, just like me. I need a roughneck nigga that can satisfy me, just for me. If you are that kind of man, cause I'm that kind of girl. I got a freaky secret, everybody's saying, cause we don't give it.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Raul Blaze Show. I am your host, Raul Blaze, and I'm here with Spiky, and I've been joined by Monty. Monty, you're Jamaican?
Bahamian.
Bahamian, yes, yeah, because you do a good Jamaican. Him say, yeah, man, him do a good Jamaican accent a while ago. So wait. So it's the island thing. Yes. So the traffic rough.
No, the traffic is crazy coming up here, but I booked it, tried to get up there a little bit earlier.
Okay, where you driving from?
From Miramar.
From Miramar.
Yeah.
Okay, and so tell me about a little bit about Royalty Respect.
Right. So Royalty Respect, we're a project management company and a management company, artist management company. So we have two sides to what we do. We do artist management, where we have a certain amount of artists that we've signed and we work with, and so we sign them, we invest in them, we help to grow their brand. We help to kind of align them with the things that artists need growing, and then we do artist services. Okay. So for any client that wants to pay for these services, and we take it from the ground up. We do, song production, mix, master, videos. We do administration, and Spiky handles a lot of that side of it. All the way up to the publishing aspects of it. We do all of it. We do marketing and promotion for different, artists and clients. And we have over currently now we have over like 400 and something clients, and just in the lifetime of our whole company, we've had over a couple thousand different clients.
Wow. And one of our clients actually called earlier on, telling her thanks for what she does, and it shows that it's very important, because a lot of people, a lot of youths, males and females who want to get into music, they think about the music part, but they don't think about all this part. Right. But how important is this part? Building the client, having a brand. How important is this part of it?
It's paramount. It's essential because of the climate that the music industry is in right now. I mean, the record labels don't have as much power as they used to, and the record labels don't have artist development anymore, and so they look for the artists to come to them already prepared and developed. And most independent labels also don't do artist development anymore, so artists is left independently to kind of get these things in order before somebody wants to create the value in themselves, before somebody wants to now invest in them. So now if you want to be an artist, it's like everything is at your disposal, but some people don't know the direction to go in. They don't know where to start, and we kind of help give them that direction based on their budget. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they have investors, they have a bigger budget. Some people, they have a small budget because it's a hobby for them and they're just trying it out. They have some talent at the end of the day, and we help to give them the direction. We strategize, help them put a plan together that can help them to grow based on their goals and where they want to go with it.
Wow. So having a team is also important. And Spark, you were talking about partnership and collaboration. Collaboration is very essential in this.
Absolutely. I mean, we live off of that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Monty's one of the oldest people I know. We've
worked together for over 10 years.
Wow.
And counting. You know what I'm saying? And Spiky's very, very good at what she does. not just the public.
That's how we're good together.
Not just the publishing aspect of what she's able to do.
Yes.
She does have an ear and an eye for music and talent. And I know something that she doesn't publicize a lot, but she's also like a creative director. If you see her like on a video set and stuff like that, like behind the scenes though. And it's something that she kind of likes to do as a hobby, but she's actually like sneaky good at it.
Wow.
No, I've given that up. It's too stressful. I just told Rocky take over.
Okay.
I don't know that stuff anymore.
I can imagine being on a set and all what's going on. But when people put their different strengths together, they create a team. What kind of artists what kind of clients do you have? Is it a particular genre of music?
Oh, anything music. We work with every different form of artists. We've done work for artists in the Caribbean, artists in Africa. We've done for American artists and Latin artists. So it doesn't matter the genre of music. All of it essentially needs the same thing to help it to grow and to move. So, you know, we cater to every different form and genre of music.
Wow. And we're talking earlier about in the past, like artists didn't have access to the information of analytics, because even me and my videos now, I can just go here and just look and see the time of day and etc. What direction do you see music moving into in terms of the artists and the accessibility that people have to the music?
Well, a couple of years ago, we started this company because we understood that the artist has now become the biggest consumer of music. And so differently back, like let's say 15 years ago, if somebody wanted to become an artist, distribution would be a problem, or getting your CDs pressed could be an issue, because there were certain outlets that were only open for record labels and businesses. And now, because the internet has changed that, and the way music has changed is so accessible, the analytic part of it now, that 5 years ago was only open to record labels. Only record labels could see the analytics. Even if an artist did put their music out, you didn't have access to that. But now artists have access to it now. So it helps you to get better. It's kind of like if you wanted to be an athlete like 20 years ago, at the end of the day, you know, you have to actually have a doctor with you to hook you up to these machines to see your heart rate, to do this, to see how you're really progressing. But now you got a watch on that kind of shows you. And, you know, so right now the technology is taking it in a place where it's kind of brought it right front and center. You have people that are recording on their telephones.
Yes. Because I remember a few years ago, with the music, there was a movie industry. There was a film festival where some of the films represented at that festival, they were recorded on the phone. You're recording on the phone. So guys, we're gonna take a quick break for a second, and then we're gonna go to 7:30. Usually we go to 7, but you know, I would love to hear from you guys, and you just got here because of the crazy traffic. So we're going to go for a quick break, guys, and we're going to come back to finish this wonderful interview, because I'm also learning information from these two wonderful people, okay? So stay tuned. Do not go anywhere. All right. All right, guys, welcome back to the Raw Blaze Show. We're here for our final section of the interview. We're here with Monty, and we're also here with Spiky. That's a rhyme, Monty Spiky. That's a good name. It's like there's a name. Monty Spiky or Spiky Monty. And we're talking about music. We're talking about music distribution, developing artists. A lot of the important questions I see some of you guys are asking here, and you're taking notes. That's very good, because we do things sometimes without having the knowledge, you know, of doing them. But it's good we have people here doing this. Oh, how long have you been? Have you guys been in music the same amount of time? How long have you been in the industry?
Monty's a
legend, you know, man. You see him look like a legend, you know,
he's a legend.
I've been in the music industry for a while. I've done music. I've been an artist for years.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been.
You're artist yourself?
Yes.
So maybe even know your song, the man, you know.
I don't know, maybe. I don't know, maybe.
You are being way too shy.
But yeah, I've done music. I've been in music all of my life. I've done production for the majority of my life, and then moving here to the U.S., I worked with a lot of U.S. artists. I worked for Florida for about 8 years. When I was executive A&R of his record label, IMG Strong Arm. And so working there, working a lot of the projects there, you get a better feel for the industry. Me and Spiky started to work on the publishing end of things in those times and in those years. And, you know, just learning and developing as you continue to grow. But I've been in the music industry for over 25 years.
Oh, wow.
Now, as an artist and an executive.
Okay, and what do you believe that, because being once you're an artist, you can able to bring some of that knowledge over to the management side, right?
Yes. So understanding what it takes, and then in the Caribbean is a little bit different from in the US. You know what I'm saying? It's like we put more into the development of an artist. By the time an artist actually makes it, they're ready.
On the mainstream, they're ready.
Right.
Yes.
And so here in the US, you get a hit song, that means you're ready. Where we're from, you kind of do the work before you even get a hit song.
Oh, Lord, yes,
right.
yes.
And so I come from an era where you got to have lyrics. You got to be able to run the dance. You got to be able to, you understand what I'm saying?
And you better can perform good at yard. They will boo you off.
Exactly. So even before you have a hit song, you got to be able to perform and win over an audience. So we come from that school. So helping an artist to understand developing yourself is the key to longevity in the music industry.
Wow. I was asking Spiky if she could sing or rap or anything. She said she says no.
She can't say no. She's never tried.
She never tried.
She's never tried. Maybe she could.
Okay.
And you want to give me something else?
You always say you have too many things doing right now. What is there an ideal artist? What is the number one characteristic of someone who you think can make it in music? What are some of the characteristics that artists need?
A bigger drive than me. Wanted more for themselves than I wanted for them.
That's a good thing.
That's a really good thing. And just focused and patient, and just stay for their goal and don't give up, and really just be able to be open to constructive criticism and growing and changing and developing, and not want to just stay where you are.
I say
same things in life, right?
All those things that she named, and I want to add one key thing to that: an artist that listens. An artist that listens, I think, makes it further, because talent becomes relative depending on who's listening. It's like the size of this room. If we put a mouse in here, this room is big. We put an elephant in here, the room's small.
Yes.
And talent is just like that, depending on who's listening. There's a lot of people that you may hear on the radio and you feel like, this guy's not even great, but he's making millions of dollars and he's, you know, a celebrity. So that's a clear indication that it's not so much about talent or what we think is about talent. Sometimes those guys that are not as talented, they listen the most.
Yes.
And the guys that feel that they're super talented, they tend to believe more in their talent, and they feel a little bit more obligated to become successful, so they listen a little bit less, and then they end up not really getting there. So I've had success with artists that listen more at the end of the day to people that are more experienced. Not just listen to any and everybody, but people that are more experienced. I've seen those artists have more success, whether they're talented or not.
Wow. And I'm also assuming that if someone, if I'm going to be an artist, I was reading, when I was reading your bio earlier on, you have to believe in what you have to believe in what you have to be convincing in the lyrics you're singing. Like if you don't believe in what you're saying, right, they're not gonna come off. So tell me about branding. How important it is for artists, for example, to align themselves along with the brands that they want to attract. Either if you can.
That's the thing. That's what I try to explain to them. What you put out of yourself and the brand that you're beginning to create, or the image that you're beginning to show, is gonna then attract that type of customer that wants to pay you to promote. So where do you want to be? What do you want to always smoke weed? And we all love to do that, but do you want to put that in your brand? Because now you're just removing that many more people that will associate themselves with you. So I mean, that's one thing that I would say, and I know you have a few things that probably to add. Yeah,
and just going along with what she's saying, I think something you mentioned, brand alignment is definitely the key. You as an artist, you kind of want to identify who you are as a person and want your brand to be in line with that. So let's take somebody like, let's say Snoop Dogg. He's aligned himself with his lifestyle.
Yes.
And a lot of the endorsements that he's had over the years
Yes.
has become successful because it's a part of who he is. So
Yes.
it's easier to sell.
Yes.
Understand what I'm saying? Let's take somebody like A$AP Rocky, for instance. When he became known as an artist, he immediately aligned himself in fashion, because that's who he was and that's what he was about. And that doesn't seem foreign. It doesn't seem like he's trying to be a square peg in a round hole. So you want to align yourself with that. This is who I am. You understand what I'm saying? So if you see a Bob Marley endorsement that's selling a tea, a natural tea, then you say, well, that's aligned with
it makes sense.
Bob Marley. You understand what I'm saying? If you see him with some grabber leaf or something like that, or Bob Marley, then that's kind of aligned with who he is. And that becomes easier to sell. Why? Because the fans of who you are going to kind of, you know, go from that. And I know that Steve Stout a long time ago that did a lot of the branding for Def Jam with the artists when Jay-Z and those, they had their deals, and 50 Cent, those, he was instrumental when they got their shoe deals and stuff like that. He wanted to align them with brand representation that kind of went with their identity and who they were. He felt that we want to put Jay-Z in a sneaker that says it's a little bit more classy, and, you know, 50 Cent that's a little bit more street, that looks a little bit more. And sometimes aligning your brand can help bring you great success.
Okay. Producer sending me some information right here. Let me read it right here. But so what final question, what would you like to tell prospective artists or someone who's trying to get into music or trying to get a representation per se?
Stay focused and really use all the platforms that are available to put your music on and build fan bases. Reverb Nation is a great platform. Number One Music is a great platform. You know, you're never too big to have your name and your songs out there when people Google. You want to start to just really don't say no to anything. Build these different platforms and build some awareness, and, you know, with Google search, and, you know, have your things come up on search engines. And you only do that by putting yourself everywhere else. That's the way to do it, free, with time, and then, you know, watch it grow from there and take different steps, and always read contracts and never sign anything without an attorney.
Oh,
that's key.
That would be my thing.
Wow,
that's key.
What about you? What about you, sir?
I would tell every artist at the end of the day, invest in yourself. Believe in yourself more than you want others to believe in you.
Okay.
You know,
repeat that one for them.
Believe in yourself more than you want others to believe in you. You know, because some artists, you know, they say, hey man, I'm the best. If you invest in me, then you gonna be a millionaire. Like, at the end of the day, oh, I'm gonna make you rich. Like, at the end of the day, you put that investment for it. Let's see you believe in that first and make me a believer at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So, and going along with everything else she said, added to that.
Okay, and I've one final question for you guys. So it's about Afrobeats, right? So Billboard creates the US chart for Afrobeats songs after ditching reggae song chart. So there's a lot of debate on how, you know, Afrobeat became very popular now, and a lot of people who used to listen to dancehall per se are slightly moving over to Afrobeat, because it's like the same thing, but Afrobeat has less of the aggression per se,
right?
And that. What do you guys think about this? I know I put you on the spot. What do you think about Afrobeat dance?
I think the same thing about it that I think about reggaeton. These musics and forms, of course, were influenced by reggae music, and I think it's good in a sense. But I also think for other forms of music to be able to capitalize off of a sound that was originated somewhere else, and I think it has more to do, like what you said, in terms of the aggression that can be associated, and then the cultural form of where the music is rooted. There are certain things that's become less popular in terms of the ideology that's in reggae music and the principles that go along with it that the rest of the world does not subscribe to. So that's going to help it to take the lead. And then creatively, I think the Afrobeat market, just because of where the market is, it's a big market. It's a huge market.
Huge, yes.
And remember, technology now. They're getting the internet. They're getting all the platforms. Because all those licensing from the telephone companies are all being negotiated with Spotify for this. It's all crazy stuff going on.
Right.
So that's a big thing. Too, technology opening it up.
they've taken the lead in that area, and I think also having an institution that they've brought in people, then the major record labels have been able to come there, and even the European labels have been able to come there and kind of use the structure of the U.S. labels. And you know, in the islands, a little bit different. They have the gatekeepers, and the U.S. labels have not really been able to get a handle on controlling the market and centralizing it in, you know, Jamaica, and but as the central hub. You understand what I'm saying? But they've been able to do it in the Spanish market, and they've been able to also do it now in the Afro. Yeah, and so that's going to make it more lucrative, make it more commercial.
Okay. Wow. Any final words on that?
It was wonderful being here today and talking to you.
No, it was great for you guys. It was great for you guys to come. I learned. As a matter of fact, I was writing here, but I was writing in my mind, and my guests here were also writing, asking questions. And whenever you guys are around, if you have any new projects coming up, please let this be your first stop. You know, I'm here Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, but we're always here.
Good one coming up soon, right, Monty? We'll be back.
Next time, Monty can come on a day when there's no so much traffic, you know.
Yes, I apologize for my tardiness.
I'll send the car for him.
You're good. Send the car for him. Send the car for him, guys. So, guys, we're here with Monty and Spiky here. Where can you be reached? Where can you guys be reached on social media or wherever?
Well, my social media, the company social media is royalty_respect_management, and my social media is Monty G LOJMG, and I could be reached there.
Okay.
Same thing, Instagram at Spiky, SPIKY. I'm in. I am IN.
Okay, and of course, I'm going to take a picture with them, guys, and then under that picture, I'll put their tags here so you can reach out to them. This was the Raw Blaze Show here on Streaming Hub Radio. I want to thank everyone who tuned in from on the app, on Spotify, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, on all the places we go live. Apple Podcasts, Podbeam. If I forgot you guys, don't cuss me off, please. I have a lot on my mind, okay? So thank you so much, David from DC said a good interview. And St. Vincent, UK. We have everyone listening, so thank you guys so much. Tomorrow is the final show of the week for me, and it's Bellyful Thursdays where I enjoy some food. They watch me eat food. So if you guys want to come here on a Thursday, please let me know. It's with the food, so you can come. I'm gonna show you the room over there, so we can chill and eat. Okay, so you guys will watch me eat tomorrow. Okay, it's Bellyful Thursdays. Okay, thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you.
All right, take care, guys.